Closing in on first pitch tonight in Philadelphia. It's the Nationals and Phillies, and it comes your way next. With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the East-leading Washington Nationals and the Phillies. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their order will read like this. And their matchup will be a tough one as they're set to face the former Cy Young Award winner, right-hander Jake Peavy. Frank McGowan makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Center fielder, Frank McGowan.
And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. Throw by for Carl, and there's one down. So Peavy able to retire the leadoff man here, and with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. And standing in now is a guy who was such a key member of the Phils' run to the World Series in 2008 and 2009, their former All-Star Jason Worth. Well hit to right. And here's a ball hit in the air. Catch made over there by Ashe for out number 2.
And here's a situation where maybe if he's trying to go with this pitch, he might hit this ball a little bit harder. But instead, he's up there trying to pull it, and he hardly gets anything on this line drive at all.
Bryce Harper will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch to him. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's waved at and missed, 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
In there, 1-2 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. And now to the bottom of the first inning as the leadoff hitter is set to start things out.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder, number 19.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on by Espinosa takes care of him for the first out.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Marlon Byrd will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
Let's go.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this ball is gone. Marlon Byrd, a solo home run, number 33 on the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Chase Utley will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. One out, nobody on. Utley waits. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Pujols camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Darren Ruff will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Come on, Phil.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Albert Pujols will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Albert Pujols.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he's forced to protect with 2 strikes as he had to reach for that one to foul it away. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Ryan Zimmerman will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Bird is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
He might have been playing things a little cautious there at second base. That ball looked deep enough to me that he should have been thinking about advancing on it.
Wilson Ramos will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And this is off the glove of Ruiz as it bounds away. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And looked like the cut fastball there as it's hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Catch is made by Jackson. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
And everybody knows against a guy like this, you're going to need every run you can possibly get. So that's a good job there of getting this ball airborne and driving in their first run.
Ian Desmond will stand in for the first time now, and he's been hot as a firecracker of late, and he's seen that average shoot up quite a bit these past 8 ball games. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And his 0-2 is bounced on the ground to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Carlos Ruiz will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Now here's the first pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now a swing and a miss by Ruiz as they jump ahead of him here 0-2.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there. but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Austin Jackson will take his first cuts now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up over the 320 mark. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Rafael Furcal will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And they'll try another curveball there, but this one misses. It's 1-2. Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. This is in the air now for the left fielder, Worth. And he's got it for out number 2.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Cody Ashe.
Cody Ashe will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And this is on the ground toward the hole. A flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. We've played 2. Now 2-1 Philadelphia. Danny Espinosa is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Second baseman, Danny Espinosa.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. 1-2 now. And he struck him out.
All right, now we're going to take a look at the location of the last 2 pitches on show track. The 1-1 pitch is right at the knees. That's perfect. And then he gets them to go just a little bit lower on the 1-2, and he swings right over the top of it.
Jordan Zimmerman will be the batter. And good late movement there from Peavy on the fastball. It's 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Swing at a high pop, drifting into foul territory. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the 3rd.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Frank McGowan will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Boy, and a nice inning on the mound for Jake Peavy as he holds on to a 2-1 advantage. Jake Peavy makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Jake Peavy.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here's Desmond now at short. On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out.
Now batting, number 19.
Number 19 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And standing in now is Marlon Byrd. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
What was that?
Off the plate again. 2-0 now.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't speed up your delivery too much with a base stealer on first, or you might wind up walking this guy too.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
And there he goes towards second. Line hard, deep into left. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first? Throw back to first. Doubles him up, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 2 and the Nats 1. Jason Worth will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
The fielder, Jason Worth.
Fouled back. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Bryce Harper will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And PV starts him with a changeup, 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Low and away with that one, it's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Albert Pujols will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. On the ground for call. This could be two. Now he'll bluff a throw to third and go to first instead. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The third baseman, number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. A look from Peavy, and now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1. Our score remains 2-1.
Leading off for the Phillies.
First offering on the way.
Chase Utley.
Swing and a shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Darren Ruff will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a one-out base hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. McGowan is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Austin Jackson will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Hit hard back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
The shortstop, number 15.
Rafael Furcal will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he gets under a fastball here as this is lifted the other way to left center. McGowan is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 2-1. Wilson Ramos will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here's PV back to work now as Jake gets ahead here with a good pitch. It's 0-1. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. And the leadoff man gone now to start the fifth.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Ian Desmond will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
And there's the good fastball from Peavy as Jake gets ahead here 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
And that's a classic sequence there. Two straight fastballs, get him ahead in the count 0-2. And then they come with something that looks like a fastball, but takes a sharp left at Albuquerque. Has no answer for that.
Danny Espinoza will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Get out here.
First pitch is a circle change for a called strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and two strikes. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail it here 2-1. Cody Ashe will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Cody Ashe.
Here's the first offering. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. 1 away.
The amazing thing is that he's still yet to strike a guy out so far. But when you've got good movement on your off-speed stuff, you don't have to strike guys out to be successful.
Jake Peavy will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Up high, 2-1 now.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Come on now, Phil.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
The batter, number 19.
Number 19 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Come on, Philly!
Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. Throw back to first. Doubles him up, and the inning is over. Jordan Zimmerman will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. And that'll get through into left, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than a leadoff single.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Now here's the first pitch. Frank McGowan is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. In there, and it's 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Oh, come on, Ump. What are you doing? Wait.
And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And Worth is going to reach. That's a base hit.
Yeah, that's his 2nd hit so far. He's got 2 of their 4 hits, so at least he's seeing the ball well.
Bryce Harper will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled back. Runner holding tight at 2nd. Now the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Too high. 1-2.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
And a fastball that's taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Number 19 is there, and he has it for the out. Albert Pujols will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. First pitch coming. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Let's go, Philly.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Runners left in scoring position. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Nats leave a pair. They're down 2-1. Marlon Byrd will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here's the first offering. A ball hit hard to the left side. But right at Zimmerman at third as he spears it for the first out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Chase Utley will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out, 0 for 2 thus far. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike one.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Oh, he gets into one here and hits it high and deep to center field. The center fielder will give it a look, but this ball is gone. A home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. 34 home runs now on the year. And it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead. Darren Ruff will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. A solo home run off the bat of Darren Ruff. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
You want production from the middle of your lineup? How about back-to-back home runs? I'd say that's production.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here as he never really found his groove in this one. Drew Storen will be the new pitcher.
Now pitching for Washington, number 22, Drew Storen.
Carlos Ruiz will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. First pitch coming. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Austin Jackson will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Nats 1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Ryan Zimmerman is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And you know, these guys are at a point where they need to get something going. And I thought for sure this might be just the thing to get him started, but it hangs up there just long enough to find an outfielder's glove.
Wilson Ramos will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Started to go around there. Appeal down to first. Yes, sir, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's a swing and a ground ball. On to first, and Peavy sets down the first 2 easily here.
Now batting, shortstop, Ian Desmond.
Ian Desmond will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And Peavy starts the at-bat with a sharp slider there. Good for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been incomplete, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail it 4-1. Rafael Furcal will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. McGowan will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Cody Ashe will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Ramos able to look this one into his glove for out number 2.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Jake Peavy will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Number 19 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Get it out of here.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Phillies strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Danny Espinoza will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. First pitch coming. Here's Peavy back to work now as Jake gets ahead here with a good pitch. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Come on now, Billy.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Adam LaRoche will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Adam LaRoche.
Earn your paychecks and turn the dues. Come on, with your third throw now. Hey, try turning a double play for once.
Come on, Phillies, let's go!
That's where it's gonna go.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back.
Nice.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You've got to wonder if fatigue's becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And this is on the ground for Utley. Could be 2 for call. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Frank McGowan will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nationals go quietly, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Craig Stammen is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Marlon Byrd will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And now this is on the ground for the third baseman, Zimmerman. And Zimmerman will throw across the diamond in time for the first out.
Now batting the second baseman,
Chase Utley will step in. He homered his last time around. Now a swing by Utley as he launches this one out to deep right field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Darren Ruff will dig in. A home run his last time. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Well, they really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result? Just an easy ground ball.
Carlos Ruiz will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Grounded softly to the left side. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they lead it 4-1. Jason Worth will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Oh. Another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And I like the call to leave him in there instead of going with the closer with the 3-run lead. Ride the hot hand. Don't burn up your closer unless you really need to.
Bryce Harper will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Well, just a good job of going with the pitch there. You see it's on the outside part of the plate, and with the bases empty, that third baseman's a good 15 to 20 feet off the line, so this is not much more than a routine ground ball, but he's got no shot at getting to it.
Albert Pujols will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Mike Adams is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 37, Mike Adams.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give...
On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, that was quick. He comes in a pressure spot. 1 batter, 2 outs. See you later as he picks up the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Phillies able to claim this victory thanks in no small part to the contributions of this man on the mound, Jake Peavy. Strike oppose, he's our top player.